Bareja, Dr. Sharda Garg, Madam Jaspal Kaur, Senior Faculty Commerce Department, Ms. Upasna, TIC Economics Department, Dr. Lokesh, Coordinator, IQAC, our dear colleagues of Commerce and Economics Department and BA Program Society, all students coordinators, and all our participants. A warm welcome to all of you. As you all know, we all have gathered here at this virtual platform for the counseling session, which is conducted by Economics, Commerce, and BA Program Society in collaboration with IQAC of Mata Sundari College for Women. The counseling session is divided into two parts, and there are two speakers for the two different topics. The topics are really very relevant for the students. Our topics are, number one, career prospects in commerce and economics. This is the first topic of the first speaker. And the second topic is from good to great, a thematic approach. So to elaborate further on the session, I would like to invite Dr. Sharda Garg, Senior Faculty, Commerce Department. Over to you, Sharda ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks, Tanu. Am I audible?
Hanji, yes, ma'am.
Good evening, one and all present here. Respected speakers, Ms. Anu Bareja, Dr. Anjali Nigam, respected principal ma'am, my colleagues, and dear students. First of all, let me compliment Dr. Tanu and Dr. Upasna, conveners of the event, for the efforts they have put in under the guidance of Ms. Jaspal Kaur. Principal ma'am, Dr. Harpreet Kaur, who is very supportive and encourages all of us to do anything and everything in the interest of the students. Needless to mention the name of Dr. Lokesh Gupta, coordinator, IQAC, and team for their immense efforts. Dr. Tanu just mentioned this counseling session is going to enhance your skill set. As students of commerce and economics, you need to be enlightened about various job opportunities and career options awaiting you. Now, after completing, of course, your graduation in commerce, economics, or even in BA program. Our first speaker, Ms. Anu Bareja, who is working in a leading MNC, she is going to provide knowledge of what different types of career options, courses you all can pursue after completing your graduation from in commerce, economics, again in various other courses. I welcome you, Anuji. Our second speaker is Dr. Anjali Nigam, who is CEO and founder of White Swan Consulting Group, who is CEO and founder of White Swan Consulting Group. She is going to provide you certain steps through which you can be effective in your search for right kind of job. I'm sure this session is going to be immensely useful to you all. Happy learning to you all, my dear students. With this, I thank all and I hand over the virtual mic to Dr. Tanu Dhingra. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Sharda ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging words and your support to the Commerce Department for all the endeavors. Thank you so much for sparing the time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanu.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. Lokesh Gupta, IQAC coordinator, to say a few words to the audience, to the gathering. Lokesh sir, over to you.
Thank you, Tanuji. Madam Sharda Garg, Madam Jaspal Kaur, Upasna ji, invited speakers Anjali ji और अनु जी, और सबसे अच्छी बात है इस बच्चे बहुत सारे हैं यहाँ पर, करीब 200 बच्चे आई थिंक जुड़ चुके हैं और जुड़ जाएंगे कुछ. हम लोगों ने कुछ कार्यक्रम शुरू किए और उसमें एक ये महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम है काउंसलिंग सेशंस. हम बच्चों की काउंसलिंग सेशंस कराएं, बच्चों को डिफरेंट तरह की काउंसलिंग्स कराएं, स्किल बेस्ड काउंसलिंग हो, वैल्यू बेस्ड काउंसलिंग हो। मैडम अंजलि हैं, अभी हमारा एक कोर्स भी कर रही है मैडम अंजलि जेंडर सेंसिटाइजेशन पर। तो हम बच्चों के लिए जो भी हो सकता है एफर्ट्स कॉलेज की ओर से कंटिन्यू उसको करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। जो भी हमारी समझ में आता है हम कर रहे हैं, और हम हमेशा बच्चों से एक बात कहते हैं कि आप हमें बताएं कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं आपके लिए। हम एक लिमिटेड दायरे में जीते हैं, हमारी अब एक लिमिटेड सोच है। बच्चे न्यू जनरेशन के बच्चे हैं, हम लोग एक्स जनरेशन वाले लोग हैं। हम उतने अपग्रेड नहीं है जितने अपग्रेड आप लोग हो। तो आप हमें बताएं, हम आपके भविष्य के लिए, आपकी एजुकेशन को और अच्छी बनाने के लिए, आपके एकेडमिक्स को और एनरिच करने के लिए हम क्या आपके लिए कर सकते हैं। तो आप वो बात अपने टीआईसीज को, अपने टीचर्स को या हम तक किसी तरह पहुंचाएं, ताकि सिर्फ एक बच्चे की आवाज ना रहे, वो पूरे कॉलेज की एक आवाज बनकर निकले। और अच्छा आइडिया होगा तो हम उसे जरूर इम्प्लीमेंट करने की कोशिश करेंगे कॉलेज में। एक बात जो मैडम अंजलि आई थिंक कहेंगी, हम अपने आप से मुलाकात जरूर करें। हम दूसरों से मुलाकात करते हैं, जो मेरा ये मानना है कि हमें कम से कम अपने बारे में सोचना चाहिए, थोड़ा सा अपने आप से मुलाकात कर लें। हम सुबह से शाम तक यही सोचते हैं, फोन पर बात करते हैं, लोगों से खूब बात करते हैं, लेकिन अपने आप से शायद हम 1 मिनट भी नहीं मिल पाते। तो हमें अपने आप से मिलना चाहिए, कभी 1 मिनट के लिए, 2 मिनट के लिए, 3 मिनट के लिए, जितना आप मिल सकते हो। कोई भी जरिया हो सकता है, आपका पूजा का समय हो सकता है, आपका मेडिटेशन का समय हो सकता है, या कोई और समय आपका हो सकता है। आप किसी भी समय पर अपने आप से जरूर मिलें, और जो उस मुलाकात से आपको सीखने को मिलेगा, आई थिंक वो हम टीचर्स आपको नहीं सिखा पाएंगे। तो यही बात है, औरों से तो हर रोज मिला करते हैं, लेकिन खुद से भी किसी रोज मुलाकात कीजिए। तो यही एक उर्दू का शेर है कि आप खुद से मिलो, उसी से आपकी आधी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी। और एक गैप चल रहा है जिसको हम मैं और तुम, मतलब एक शब्द हम लोगों के बीच का गैप है, मैं और तुम। एक फिल्मी गाना है, मैं बस उसको गाकर एक बार छुट्टी कर लूंगा यहाँ से और अंजलि मैडम को सुनूंगा, मैं समझ नहीं लेना। दर्द दिलों का कम हो जाए, मैं और तुम घर हम हो जाए। तो वो हम की भावना जब आपके अंदर आ जाएगी, तो आई थिंक हम लोगों के बीच के डिफरेंसेस जो भी हम उनको दूर कर पाएंगे, और बेटर कॉलेज को बना पाएंगे, इंस्टीट्यूशन को और बेटर बना पाएंगे, और हम एक दूसरे को समझेंगे और समझने की कोशिश और अच्छी तरह से करेंगे। तो ये हम का एस्पेक्ट आप सब अपने अंदर लेकर आए और खुद से एक बार मुलाकात करें। बाकी तनु जी को, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स को, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स को, और मैं तो कोऑर्डिनेटर हूँ ये प्रोग्राम का भी, आईक्यूएसी का। तो मेरे लिए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि दोनों ही डिपार्टमेंट, कॉमर्स, बीए प्रोग्राम, इकोनॉमिक्स, सब मिलकर एक अच्छा सा इवेंट आप लोगों के लिए लेकर आए। तो कंटिन्यू ये कार्यक्रम होते रहे इस तरह के। और एक चीज, अब ये प्रोग्राम के जो बच्चे बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पर, उनसे एक बात और कहना चाहूंगा। यहाँ पर हम लोग इस वर्ष डिसिप्लिन सेंटर्ड कोऑर्डिनेटर्स बना रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स के। जैसे इकोनॉमिक्स में ये शुरू हुआ है, प्रथा शुरू की हम लोगों ने इकोनॉमिक्स से, और हम सभी, चाहे वो एएसपीएम हो, ओएमएसपी हो, या पॉलिटिकल साइंस हो, हिस्ट्री हो, उन सब के कोऑर्डिनेटर्स, स्टूडेंट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स हम बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। आप जो भी बीए प्रोग्राम के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, वो आगे आए और अपने डिसिप्लिन को एनरिच करने के लिए, अपने डिसिप्लिन को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए बीए प्रोग्राम में आप उसमें जरूर योगदान दें। जैसे अभी इकोनॉमिक्स का एक अच्छा से इनिशिएटिव 2-3-4 दिनों में आपको दिख जाएगा। एक अच्छा इनिशिएटिव इकोनॉमिक्स डिपार्टमेंट ने लिया है, और वो अपने डिसिप्लिन को प्रमोट करने के लिए अन्य और एफर्ट्स भी लगा रहे हैं। तो आप सब अपने अपने डिसिप्लिन को आगे लेकर आने की कोशिश करें। और बस मैं इतना ही कहूँगा। आप सबका बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन और आभार कि आपने इस तरह के कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया, और बहुत क्विकली आयोजन किया। हमने अभी 3-4-5 दिनों पहले ही मीटिंग की थी और कहा था, बस इच्छा जाहिर की थी कि इस तरह अगर हो जाए तो बच्चों के लिए बहुत अच्छा होगा, बच्चों के एनरिचमेंट के लिए बहुत अच्छा होगा। और ये क्विक रेस्पॉन्स जो मिला हम लोगों को, इससे हम लोग बहुत गदगद हैं। और महाविद्यालय प्रशासन बहुत, मतलब आईक्यूएसी की ओर से मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि मैं गौरवान्वित हूँ आप सबके साथ में काम करके। बहुत मजा आ रहा है, काम करने में आनंद आ रहा है। तो आप सबका बहुत बहुत आभार, धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू लोकेश सर। आज आपने बहुत गहरी बातें बताई हैं बच्चों को, जो अगर वो गहराई से समझें तो बहुत यूजफुल वर्ड्स ऑफ विजडम है, विच हैव कम फ्रॉम योर माउथ फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स, for appreciating the faculty also. We are so thankful to you for supporting us always and encouraging us for such kind of activities. It is your effort basically that's why we are able to do so much. Thank you, sir. Now I hand over the virtual mic to Ms. Sakshi Jindal. Over to you, Sakshi.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I extend a warm welcome to Ms. Akansha Bareja on behalf of Department of Commerce, Department of Economics, and BA Program Society. She is a finance professional with 10 years of diverse experience of working with MNCs as well as a startup. She is currently working with one of the top MNCs in finance profile. She is an economics graduate from University of Delhi and MBA in finance. I request everyone to put their queries in the chat box and we will take them at the end of the session. Now I hand over the mic to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you so much for the introduction. It's actually a pleasure being here, and it's great to see all the efforts that college is making for the visit.
मैडम आगे एक रिक्वेस्ट है आपसे, अगर आपकी 2 डिवाइसेस ऑन है तो एक का वॉल्यूम कम कर दीजिए, इसकी वजह से इको बन रहा है। एक का वॉल्यूम 0 कर देंगे तो इको बिल्कुल नहीं बनेगा।
श्योर सर, गिव मी अ मोमेंट।
हाँ जी।
Hope this is good.
हाँ जी मैम।
Great, thank you, sir. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's great to see all the efforts that college is making for the students, not only for their academic, but for their career, overall career as well. So I'll just, continue. I'll just begin with my my understanding of the career options for economics and commerce. So hi, guys. My view on the career option is basically it's largely dependent on the interest for the of the students. What we as counselors and we as seniors could do for them is that we can just list down all the options that they have, but it's really advisable to pursue the options or pursue the careers based on their interest. Though I understand it's too early. It might be too early to figure out the interest, but by third year at least, students do have some idea on where exactly do they want to proceed with their careers. So I'll begin with listing down the career options that I believe there are in commerce and economics, because I myself is an economics graduate and I have an MBA in finance. So I have a fair understanding of the career options. So I'll begin with that. The most important and the most popular career options. I'll also try to highlight what time duration of each course is and what are the career options, what are the job opportunities that each of these courses have. So before I begin with the list of course, I just want to highlight that a mere bachelor's degree in commerce and economics, of course, they are very good courses and with ample of opportunities, but mere bachelor's degree might not be that helpful if you want to just land up a great job, particularly in MNC or in a very reputed company in public or private sector. So of course, it's a bachelor's in commerce and economics is mandatory, but it's not. It could not be completely sufficient. So what options we have is one. Though having said that, I would also like to highlight that there are also a lot of MNCs which hire graduates directly. The idea is but the job opportunities are limited, and the pay packages are also pretty limited at that stage. So my personal based on my experience, my advice would be to go for a postgraduate or a professional course after your bachelor's. That would not only enhance your knowledge and everything, but also would give a good boost to your career. So I'll start with the most popular option that we have, and this is common for both commerce and economics, which is an MBA. We have heard a lot of, there are ample of MBA institutes and across India, and of course there are a lot of options outside India. It's a two years course which would give you an understanding of various aspects of a company, starting from finance, how the finance department of a company works, how the HR department of the company works, how the operations department of the company works. So it would give you a wide array of understanding of how the company works, how the business administration works. And of course, it's a management degree, so it would give you a specialization. It will give you an option to specialize in one of these areas. So it's of course a 2 years course with specialization in either finance, HR, marketing, and so on. The way to get into these, an MBA degree is through an entrance exam, which is competitive aptitude test, which is called CAT. So CAT, of course, to land up in a great IIM or some similar kind of colleges through CAT, it's important to get a great score at almost 99 plus percentile through CAT. And of course, that would give you a lot of options in IIT, XLRI, and so as SPJN, and so many options for MBA. So there's another course, another entrance called MAT, which is which would give you options for tier 2 colleges. But it's also a good option in case somebody is not able to clear CAT or not able to get the great score in CAT. MAT is also a good option. And of course, we have GMAT for international colleges, right? So depending on the college that you are graduating from in your MBA degree, there are a lot of MNCs that hire at a very good packages. We have heard these packages, starting packages, and talking about literally range from 10 to 30 lakh on an average. So there are a lot of options in public as well as private sector. A lot of MNCs. The good part that there are a lot of international companies that have landed up in India, have literally opened a lot of options for commerce and economics graduates here. So and the banking sector, of course, is another area where you can land up after MBA. There are consulting firms, there are audit firms, there are a lot of options after MBA. So MBA is like the most popular and the most demanding option that we have after, and is open for, is common for commerce as well as economics graduate. So that was the first and the most important one. The other option is, the second one is completely applicable for commerce student, might not be that applicable for economics, which is a chartered accountant. Chartered accountant is again, the good part, the best part about this course is that you can start with your college itself. You don't have to wait for your graduation to complete to get into a chartered accountant course. You can start here itself. In fact, your commerce course would give you a boost would be very helpful for your chartered accountant course, because there is a lot of overlap in the syllabus. So chartered accountant is a 3 years course, plus you have to do a few months of articleship. And so that is the course thing. Again, this completing your chartered accountants after you complete your 3 levels, this again would land you up in a lot of MNCs, public sector, private sector. So there are a lot of options which you would give you. There are a lot of CA firms which would like to hire chartered accountants, because it would give them a ready option, very trained, qualified chartered accountant to help them with. Apart from that, of course, if you feel you are an entrepreneur kind of interest, you have that interest, you can also go for your own CA firms, right? And so CA is another option that is, but this is, of course, this is very relevant for commerce students, and it's quite applicable, and it's much in demand. So after MBA, if you want to specialize in commerce, chartered accountant is the course to go for. The next course, again for the commerce people, is company secretariat course. Again, this kind of give the course again as a 3 levels course. It gives you an idea of how to basically a company's administration is run on the basis of statutory and regulatory requirements. So that is so you'll kind of understand the corporate law course is there in the course. So if that is the interest and you understand law a bit, then this could be the course to go for. So again, all these courses that I've listed so far are completely, again, I would like to highlight, it completely depends on your interest. If you want to specialize in commerce further, CA is the course. If you think you are a management person, MBA is the course. If you think law is corporate law is your interest, CS is the course. Again, there are a lot of options for CS in industrial sector, particularly. A lot of companies manufacturing sectors would love to hire CS for their own own department, admin department. Again, I would again another option for commerce student is MCOM, which is a master's in commerce. It's a 2 years course and it's best done from Delhi University itself. Of course, there could be other colleges that could be offering, but the college, Delhi University has its own reputation. So MCOM, if you want to go for MCOM, and best tried from Delhi University itself. It would just give you a specialization. It's not really like a MBA or anything, but it would give you of course a master. But the idea is to give you kind of give you a specialization on the concepts, accounting concepts that you have learned in bachelor's level. So it's a level up for your bachelor's from your bachelor's. So again, compared to MBA, the commerce MCOM might not be relevant in every company, and the demand might not be that much compared to MBA. But yeah, if you think this interests you, the commerce, the bachelor subjects are very much of interest to you, please go for it. The next one is again a very popular one and very much in demand, and it's relevant for both commerce as well as economics, guys, which is a chartered of financial and analyst, which is CFA. CFA is basically offered by CFA Institute in America. Given that it's offered by Institute in America, it has a global recognition. So it's not only popular in India or it's demanded in India, it's a global recognition and a global demand as well. So you can understand the fact that it has a global recognition. Of course, it's the MNCs have literally a huge demand for CFAs. CFA can be, it's a 3-level course. Again, you have to clear 3 levels, which could estimate, depending on the when exactly do you give your exams, the duration might range from 2 to 3 years. So clearing all these levels in 3 years is a good option. Another option is that CFA can be pursued. Another good part is that CFA can be pursued even while you're working. So if you have opted to get into a job, and because it's not a regular course, but so if you have opted to get into a job and you still want to pursue a CFA, that is a very great option, because it would immediately give you, once you have cleared your CA, it would immediately give you a boost to the career and to the position, and your promotions will be kind of expedited. So CFA is another course. CFA can also be done after you have done your MBA. So CFA is like another very popular and much in demand course, especially in MNCs. So that is so this is another such course, popular course. So MBA and CFA are common for economics as well as commerce. And the other 3 options that I just mentioned, which is CA, CS, and MCOM, are particularly for commerce department. Another course, which is particularly for, of course, it's both for economics and commerce, but I guess it would be more beneficial primarily for commerce people. It's financial risk management. If you think you have an interest in getting into a banking industry or financial industry, then of course FRM is the best option. And plus the good part is that it's a short duration course, so it's a 9 months course. So it's a very recognized course in banking and financial services sector. So once you have cleared this course in 9 months, the highlight of this course is the duration of this course, which is 9 months. And another big highlight is that it is offered and it is recognized by Global Association of Risk Professionals, which is a USA based organization. So it's a short duration course, plus it's a globally recognized course, and it would give great opportunities for risk management in banks and financial services, and of course MNCs. So if you think that this is your area of interest, FRM is the course that you should go for, right? Then there are courses then there are some professional courses, and another such course is in India, basically CA. There is another course which is equivalent to CA, which is ICWA, or we can call it cost accountant. We generally call it cost accountant. So this is again a professional course, and it has a huge demand in manufacturing sector. What this course allows you to do is it allows you to make understand how to manage cost of companies, how to make budget for companies. It will give you a position in an executive team, and help you make do financial planning with your executive team of the company, prepare reports for your stakeholders and tax authorities. So it gives an understanding of how an manufacturing company works. So it's a great course if you think manufacturing industry interests you, and if you think managing cost and typical accounts interest you. So and in most of the cases, in most of the career options, CA and ICW are equivalent. However, having said that, cost accountant course is highly relevant for manufacturing sector. So something like Maruti or any such, or Hyundai or any such manufacturing company would be there, or this course is relevant and in those organizations. So it's a huge demand. Of course, there are many public companies, public sector companies as well, which demand this course, demand people having completed this course. So basically, so these were the postgraduate courses and some of the professional courses, that I could list, and that I believe have a huge demand. So just to give summarize everything in nutshell, for economics people, I would like to particularly highlight before I summarize it. For economics people, if you think, again, for you guys particularly, if you think you want to pursue your career particularly in economics, and do not want to deviate to any other course, or in a finance or account field, and you want to pursue in economics as well itself, please, masters in economics, particularly from DU, is of high reputation, is of very high reputation, is of very high demand. So if you think you want to, and of course it's not easy to crack into MA economics in Delhi University, but if you could, it's a highly reputed thing. So if you could, if you think you want to pursue economics further and gain masters in it, because that would not only give you because that has a huge demand in organization wherever it's policy making is required, or econometrics is required, or statisticians are required. So if you think that is the area you want to pursue, and MA in economics is the course for you, now that would really give you could land you in places like World Bank, IMF. All these organizations are do demand MA economics, particularly from DU or any other reputed college, reputed institute. So if you think you want to have interest in economics, and you want to gain masters in it, and you want to pursue it further, and do not want to deviate it to commerce, MA economics is the course for you. And yeah, so as I was saying, I'll just summarize all the courses, and you can then probably come up with any questions if you have. So as for MBA and for commerce as well as economic student, MBA and CFA are the courses which are common for both and which are highly demanded and could land you up in great companies in MNCs particularly, and with high paying jobs. For commerce students, CA is another such course which is of high demand. CA, CS, and MCOM, and FRM. So these are the three. These are the few options that we have for commerce department particularly, and so again I would highlight, based on your area of interest, you could just go for it, go for any of these courses and choose. uh, and I think it's critical for third year student to kind of make your decision uh, quickly compared to first and second year. But yeah, if you could just figure out start figuring it out your interest in the first and second year student, it would be, by the third year you would have kind of figured out where exactly you want to land up and what exactly you want to pursue. So I hope this gave you a bit of idea of the options that you have and options that are waiting for you in the real world. And I'm open to questions now in case there are any.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You rightly said it totally depends on the area of interest of the students. We have
Absolutely.
some questions from our growing minds. I'll just dictate them and you can answer them. So the very
Absolutely.
first question is that when do you suggest to start the CAT coaching, and in the continuation of that is when they should give the exam, when the graduation is finished or when they are in their third year?
If you just start with your courses, if you start with your CAT preparation after your graduation, the chances are that, because given that there's a lot of competition for CAT, the chances are that might have to drop a year before you get into a college for MBA. So if you do not want to drop a year, start during your graduation itself, during the final year, so that the moment your graduation is complete, you can just give your CAT exam and land up where it, based on your CAT score.
The next question is, are BCom program students eligible for giving RBI Grade B exams directly after the graduation?
I'm afraid this would, for this, I guess you'll have to check the RBI website. But yeah, but I believe a postgraduate, if you really want to, if you do not want to land up at a very starting level, postgraduate is important. If post graduation is important, if you want to land up even in this RBI, but at some decent position. But yeah, for the dates, you'll have to check the RBI website.
Most of the questions, ma'am, majority of them wanted to know that uh, is FRM a good course to go? And if yes, then are they only eligible for the private banks or public sector banks, or we have more options to it?
FRM is a good course, but given an option that given the other options that we have, which is MBA and CA and CFA, particularly compared to these three options, I would the demand for FRM is relatively quite low, because even banks and both public sector and private sector banks go for CFAs and MBAs compared to FRM graduates. But yeah, given as I earlier mentioned, the benefit for FRM is that it's a short duration course. But compared to other courses, the demand is relatively low. And I believe what based on my experience, the demand is more in private sector compared to public sector.
Ma'am, the last question is that they wanted to know more about the actuarial science course.
That's a different industry altogether. So it's completely based on insurance. Um, it's a completely, and I am not, honestly, I'm not very much aware of the duration and everything. What I understand based on my experience is it's again a very highly demanded course. Uh, in fact, but you have to have a particular interest in insurance and econometrics. So that is, these are the two key requirements for actuarials. So, and if you think you have an interest, it's a difficult one though. And if you think you have interest there, uh, it's of very high importance. It's a very high, it's highly demanded, and it's very high paying job, especially when you complete the course. So options, job opportunities open for you if you're pursuing actuarial and you have cleared even a few exams. Not if I haven't completed the whole course, but cleared few exams, still there are a lot of job opportunities. But it's a very difficult one to crack. It might take a few attempts to before you clear your exam. So during that time, you could be, your job opportunities could be on hold if you want to pursue. But if you think you have a knack for it, if you think you have, that's an area of interest, and if you have that dedication, that's the best course. The only reason is the only the critical part is that you have to have an interest in insurance and econometrics
Thank you so much,
and
ma'am, for
statistics.
answering all the questions patiently. We are
Thank you.
enlightened with your knowledge and presence. There's a short announcement for all the participants that we will be attaching a feedback form in the last of the session so that you can get your e-certificates. Only then you will get the e-certificates if you keep yourself intact with such a knowledgeable and insightful session. And now I would like to hand over the mic to Afreen ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Over to you, Afreen, ma'am. Afreen, please take over.
Sorry. Yes, welcome back everyone. I hope you all enjoyed in the previous session. And now in this session, we have among us Dr. Anjali Nigam. Dr. Nigam has completed her doctorate in strategic management from Dayalbagh University. She is the CEO and founder director, White Swan Consulting Group proprietor, and is currently advisor HR to PUSA, Krishi Incubator at PUSA, Indian Agriculture Research Institute. She is also a visiting faculty to IIT Delhi, Delhi School of Economics, National Academy of Indian Railways, Dayalbagh University, and many other universities. The award list of Dr. Nigam is really very much impressive. She is awarded with Women Leadership Advocate of the Year 2021 by Power to Fly globally, Gender Equity Special Mention by WEP's United Nations Women Award 2020, IFTDO Global HRD Award 2017, Certificate of Merit in Best HRD Practice category in 27 countries, Leader in Training Award 2017 by International Women's Leadership Forum, IFTDO Global HRD Award 2013, Certificate of Merit for Improving Quality of Working Life in 30 countries. Quality Initiative Mission Award 2013 for Gender Sensitivity, ISTT Award for Outstanding Contribution 2013 in Training and Development. The work and contribution of Dr. Nigam on the gender sensitivity, gender training, and as a social innovator is really significant and appreciable. She is the perfect example of a women leader with a high perspective towards empowering the community. I just want to refer certain words of Arshad Mahmood Warsi for Dr. Nigam. बनाया है मुसव्विर ने शाहकार औरत को, बनाया है मुसव्विर ने शाहकार औरत को. Musawwir means the painter of the word, that is the Almighty God, and Shahakar means genius. बनाया है मुसव्विर ने शाहकार औरत को, अलग पहचान देता है कहानीकार औरत को. Now I invite Dr. Nigam to guide us on the topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Afreen. I'm really humbled by your awesome, you've given me some very glowing introduction, which probably I'm not, I don't deserve, but thank you so much anyway. It's always an honor, and it's such a pleasure to be connecting with you students, especially at Mata Sundari. In fact, I remember a few years back I was there, and we had such a a great time, all of us connecting and having that session and workshop. So I have a slightly different take on what was asked of me. I always submit for creating and probably sharing an approach with my students. I am not a person who will prescribe something to you. I will always try to kind of give you an approach. If you like it, adopt it. If you don't like it, then of course you are a thinking, intelligent individual, and the choice always has to remain with us. As Eric Hofer says, it is the learner who inherits the future, while the learned lives in a world that no longer exists. I think this is something very close to my heart, because one second, I'll just start sharing the screen as well. Can you see? Can you see, Afreen?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
Okay, great. So basically, I always start with this because I feel I am a learner, and all of you are also learner. That is why we are sharing this platform today. And it is seriously, it is a really very evolving learning platform, which all of us contribute even by a small comment. We all learn from each other. So the only impossible journey is the one which we never take. Otherwise, as a young girl, when I was in not a small, in fact, when I was in class 4 or 5, in my I was studying in Carmel Convent here in Lucknow, and every day we used to have a saying, a phrase on the notice board, and what I only remember one, and that was nothing is impossible. And my father always used to tell me, he would call me Anju, and he would say, Anju, upar dekho, गोल ऊपर रखो, और कम से कम कहीं ना कहीं अगर वहां पूरे नहीं पहुंचे तो कहीं ना कहीं आसपास तो पहुंच जाओगे, नहीं तो नीचे ही घूमते रह जाओगे. So what I'm trying to say here is the goal is it's very important for all of us to, I think all aap sabke koi na koi, you must have some goal in mind to pursue, and you've had a wonderful guiding session, career guidance session, the earlier one. But for me, I think this I will leave you with a few thoughts, and I will rather provoke you into thinking and adopting a kind of a strategy for your own self. What is that you can? So I mean, sky is the limit for you, because believe me, sky is the limit for you. I will take you to I will take your attention to a word which change. Now we are witnessing change as never before. You will agree, right? I mean, these times which are most unprecedented, and we've never seen this kind of change. But what happens is opportunities don't happen. We have to create them. We have to create them. आपके पास, आपको पता है, आप इकोनॉमिक्स कॉमर्स करके तो आप और कोई भी स्ट्रीम पकड़ो, आप बहुत 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 जो डिफाइंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, डिफाइंड करियर्स हैं, उसके अलावा hundreds of and thousands of careers you can do anything, and it can become your, so what I say is either you make your passion your work, or if you can't do that, you make work your passion. Because in an Oriental language, I won't tell you which language, because that country we are kind of shunning these days, so you would have guessed what I'm talking about, which country, it is a language of symbols. And in this, one second, just bear with me. So it is a language of symbols, and so in that language, there is one word, change, which has two symbols, right? And change has two symbols. One denotes danger and the other denotes opportunity. Now, these times, which are such changing times, which unprecedented changing times, and dynamism, so much of dynamism and volatility in the environment that we have probably never ever seen in our lifetimes. Of course, every 100 years, the world sees something like this, but in our lifetime, we've probably not. You've witnessed this. So, it is again up to us how we see it, how we perceive it. अरे अब घर बैठे हैं, अब कैसे करेंगे? How will we? There are fewer jobs, there are fewer opportunities. So I think we are not those. The genre which we have, the genre of our students today, is not perceiving it as danger. Absolutely, I think we all will perceive it as an opportunity to find new avenues, to create new avenues. Why just only find them? Create them, design them, and and adopt them, and just go with it. I 1 second, just hold on. Hello, please, can you keep quiet? आप नीचे जाके बात करिए, please. There was some noise at the back. I'm very sorry. So my suggestion, my submission, I can't suggest, I can't advise, I can only submit to you that we have to really go out and create those opportunities for ourselves. I may be in those defined kind of jobs. There are defined jobs, there are super defined jobs, but for me, I think I'm an innovator at heart. So I would love to work on my passion. What is that I am, interests me? What is that I am passionate about? What is that I can create around that passion to bring it to the world and create, not just profits, but also create social good. Because जो किया उससे अगर थोड़ा सा भी दूसरे का भी फायदा हुआ, अपना खाना तो सब कमा के खा लेते हैं, अपनी सैलरी खुद खरीद कर अर्न करके और खाना खरीद के तो सभी कर लेते हैं. But are you those children? Are you those? No, I think the individuals, the students which we have today are very thinking, are very passionate, are very giving, and very creative and innovative. So now caching, if we look at the corporate world, now I will talk about the softer aspects. Now, what is the corporate today looking for? What kind of, because I work with almost 120, MNCs and public sector and government and ministries and IIT companies, startups, and some small Indian companies as well. And I find there is one very a big commonality. And what is that commonality is everybody wants to have a team member who or take on a person who's a learner, who's a perpetual learner. If you say I have mere ko aata hai ye, the moment you say mere ko aata hai, I think that is our death. I need to learn more, because it's every minute we are evolving, we are changing, the world is changing, the environment is changing, the ecosystem is changing. I need to align my learning to that and grow as an individual and evolve. So what they're looking for a learner, they're looking for team workers, innovative minds with good attitude, collaborators, compliant workers, smart workers. But most importantly, value-based individuals with integrity and ethics, and of course, much, much more. Now, why am I talking about most importantly value-based? See, what is she doing? Can you tell me what is she doing here? Yes, Anshita and Afreen, I can see two of you. So what is she doing here? She has a placard here also. Huh.
We can say
You can't see?
No, we can say she's work from home.
Yes, you're right, Avleen. She's working from home and she has put a placard for herself, a positive reinforcement saying that stay home, stay safe. 2020, right? And probably dash, dash, dash 21, 22, whatever. Because, the companies today what are they saying? Now, I think just when the COVID had taken its grips in India about March, April, that time only, the companies like TCS started realizing the worth of people working from home. And this, they actually, announced, it came on the television, and they announced that 75% ab hum aaj se we will actually be allowing our employees to, we'll give that flexibility. Now, why? Now, on one hand, it has a very big economic benefit. The costs become very, very low. A lot of costs, not very, very low, but a lot of costs get reduced for the company, like, such big workplaces, workstations. Then you have the cabs, then you have the electricity, you have the ACs, you have the khana and the canteen, everything. So there is so much more. Of course, I'm just putting my finger to the most obvious ones. Now, what is in this changing time? What is that opportunity? How do we align ourselves? And when I said most importantly, value-based, individuals with ethics and integrity. Why did I say that? Now, I'm helping you. I would rather like you to align the need of the organization for value-based individuals and this COVID time working from home. Because see, what happens is, Abibi, in fact, I was just sitting for these second round of evaluations of our All India Innovators, and which was, this is All India first time agricultural hackathon, which we are having. And it was inaugurated by our, the Union Minister, Mr. Tomar. And so it's a very high profile kind of thing. And, 5 or 6 innovators just could not log in. And we were there to mentor them. So just 18 minutes for mentoring each session, and they could not log in. Now, they could not log in because they had to take away, it was a ball, it was in their court, right? But suppose if they were working for an organization. So now I have had a lot of startups. I work with a lot of startups and I guide them and on strategy, etc. So, they tell me, ma'am, हम अब ऐसा हो गया है कि वो बोल देते हैं कभी भी कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है. Are you with me what I'm getting at? So अगर कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है, सही में कनेक्ट, यहाँ पे जैसे अब मैंने तुमको दोनों एग्जांपल्स दिए, राइट? वो जो मेंटर, जिसको मेंटरिंग चाहिए, जिसको गाइडेंस चाहिए, उसकी अगर कनेक्टिविटी नहीं तो बिल्कुल हमें क्लियरली समझ में आएगा. बट देन अदर पर्सन मे बी फेसिंग दैट प्रॉब्लम. But at times we may, it is both. Again, the probability may be higher on either side. I'm not saying, but point here is, so what I did for our employees in Pusa Krishi, we have it's a small incubator, and we have about 700 startups all India. No, not 700. I think now much more than that, but at least 700. And so the senior management and the middle management, when myself and the CEO, what did we do? We got Thomas profiling. This is a kind of a psychometric test. Because why we got it done for all our employees? Because, to understand which employee will actually be a better employee working as a distant employee, working from home. So now, because these 4 windows, this is the Johari window. A lot of you must, all of you must be knowing what it is, right? The first window, of course, is what is obvious to me. Everybody, my name is Anjali. I know it, everybody knows it. The second window is like this one, things I know about myself, but
It's 6 o'clock.
others don't know. I mean, there are some things to me which I like to keep it to me. I will not share everything about myself. So that is my second window. But the third window, which is in red, right? Now, a lot of things people know about me, I don't know. So that becomes a blind spot to me as an individual. And that is where the fourth window, of course, is unknown to everybody. Neither I know, neither the others know. That is where we have other lot of instruments which are used to but then when we are talking about the third window, which becomes most critical, because at the organizational level, see, at the social level, at the organizational level, at any global level, everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, will this window be most critical? Is it or is it not? I want you to raise hands if you say yes. Yeah. Great. Awesome. Wow. Thanks. Great. Thank you so much. Yes, you know it. I know it. We all know it. Thank you. Thank you, girls. That's awesome response. So we all know it, that the third window becomes most critical. And I feel, मुझे तो डर भी लगता है इससे. Now, because 95% of the communication which passes is through non-verbal communication. It's through body language. It's through my gestures, my expressions, the attitude which unconsciously I exude, right? So what happens is these are called body language leakages. And therefore, what I propose, fourth wali window to psychometric testing, हमने वो Thomas profiling लगाई to understand who all our employees who can actually be more efficient and effective working from home and distant working, right? But for third window, which is very pertinent, I bring this 5-step strategy. I have everybody knows about this, but I've kind of put it together and I've used it on at least hundreds of students and managers, and they find it effective. This is basically a personal effectiveness model, 5-step model. So basically at the initial level, no big deal. Everybody understands self-awareness, but self-awareness, I have a slightly different kind of proposition here. I would suggest a 360-degree feedback. A 360-degree feedback, meaning from all the domains in which you live your life. Your family, your friends, your if your neighbors. I mean, I'll tell you who to take feedback from. Then your corporate, your college. Yeah, I think from social you can have your college, your teachers and your colleagues. Then you have if you go to work, then corporate and others. So basically 4 domains we take: self, family, friends, college, corporate or society, and the corporate, the society and the corporate. The self, family, society and corporate. So these are the 4 domains which we take. Now, what happens is we can't ask for feedback from anybody. Why? Anybody and everybody. Because feedback has to be very objective. It is not just, अच्छा मैं कैसी लग रही हूँ, सामने वाला, अरे वाह बहुत अच्छी लग रही हो. अगर उसके मन में कोई बायस है, वो तुमसे थोड़ी खफा रहती है, उधर करके मुंह करती. So that is not feedback. That's definitely not a feedback. It's just a response or a retort, or it can be anything, but it cannot be a feedback. Now, feedback has to be taken from a person. So that is what I guide I tell my students to write at least 3 names from in each domain. In your family, friends, in your yes, at least self level पहले हम करेंगे, फिर family, friends, then social में आपका college, and then you have the corporate if you work there. Otherwise, you have the 3 domains working for you right now. You always take feedback from those people who you can really criticize, and they can criticize you back. I'm really talking about criticism, and you take it and you work on it. Those are only the people who you should be asking feedback from. जैसे कहते हैं ना, जैसे my son is my die hard, he loves me, loyal, but then he is such a hard critic. He just won't let me be. And मैं कोई गलती होती है वो मेरे सर पे सवार हो जाता है. So what I'm trying to say is, those are the people I should be looking for feedback. And then I have to create a mental platform with them to take that feedback. Because suddenly if I start asking for feedback, people won't be in the right frame of mind to give me that feedback. Got it? So what I do is, even with my mother, who knows me the best, but I can't ask her for feedback right away, because, that bias of love will come in between. So that to cut down on that bias, any kind of bias, I have to create the mental platform for that person to come on that same, we are on the same level, adult to adult, and then we start conversing, and then we start taking the feedback. माँ को भी बोलेंगे हम, अच्छा माँ अभी नहीं, मुझे मेरे बारे में तुमसे जानना है, लेकिन ऐसा समय जो समय तुम सिर्फ मेरे बारे में सोचोगी, मेरे साथ रहोगी, तुम्हारे थॉट्स और इमोशंस एंड हार्ट से, सोल से, और वो समय तुम्हारा कब है वो तो. So we set a mental platform, same way we do it with all my the people. So now then I create a grid of my strengths and my development areas. And now again, there is how do I take in various domains the feedback? How do I record it? Again, there is a very specific system what we will apply. For example, when I am with my family, there will be certain areas of which I'm very good at. I may be very loving, I may be very helping in the family, but when I'm in college, I'm slightly, because I used to be very shy when in school and college, so I'm a different person there. And so basically identifying strengths and development areas, creating a grid. Then the most important thing comes is leveraging your strengths. I have always heard of people, तुम्हारे में ये कमी है, इसको ठीक करो. भाई वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन हर आदमी हर कुछ अच्छा नहीं कर सकता ना. हर आदमी कुछ अच्छा कर सकता है, कुछ थोड़ा कम अच्छा कर सकता है, और कुछ शायद बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं कर सकता. So I have to identify my strengths and work on them. I have to leverage my strengths. I have to work on my strengths. I have to identify if I love to be with animals, then I have to. That means I have compassion. So I have to work. I have empathy. So then I have to work on those areas. Then I set my SMART goal. What is a SMART goal? Specific, measurable. A is not achievable. A is action bound. Any level of researcher, I will go and have a takkar with them, because unless and until R is realistic, T is time bound, that everybody will say. But A, always people will say achievable and 100 other abbreviations, but nobody will talk about action. Because you may have huge goals, you will create huge goals and put them on your notice board or wherever, and your laptop screens, but if you don't take action on it, if you're not time bound and measurable, you're not taking action, the goal becomes goal. So, aligning strengths with goals. वो जा रही है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बन रही है, तो मैं भी बनूंगी. आप समझ रहे हो आप जान रहे हो. वो क्या होता है कि हम इतने बच्चों को प्लेस करते थे, इतने स्टूडेंट्स को. I am from Dalbagh and we have this placement cell, which we do it as, say, a lot of, I don't do much, I do only trainings, and a lot of people who are very senior people in the corporate, and they do as seva for placements. Now what happens there? अब लगाओ placement कर रहे हैं. अब क्या हुआ? Square peg है और round वो hole है. So now what is happening? The alignment is not happening of the competencies, the strengths to the requirements at the job and the job profile. So you can't just look at the various options. What you have to do is you have to first identify at your level, what are your strengths, what are your competencies, what are you good at, what you love to do more, grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Keep grading it every month. If you really want to, are you passionate? As I started with passion. If you're passionate about something and you want to convert it into your work, then you have to start grading that. अब उस passion को तुम्हें action, और फिर उसको कैसे तुम करोगे, what is that route you will take, and then Madam Akanksha and experts like her can be very, very useful to guide you. But this is your foundation. You have to, इसको तुम्हें खोदना पड़ेगा, इस paid work करना ही पड़ेगा, and then you have to, aligning strengths with goals, and just go for it. Go for it, right? Make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitations on what you can be or have or do. Give your 100% to your dreams to make it reality. I will always say, मैं तो हमेशा बहुत खुश होती हूँ जो बच्चे dream करते हैं. I am a dreamer, and that is why I am an innovator, and that's why I am an innovator's mother, and that's why I'm a mentor to so many innovators and startups across the world. I just love it because unless you dream, you can't create. You can't make things happen. Good managers don't do different things. They do things differently. You have to start thinking differently. No, you can't be in that same paradigm like everyone. You have to change. You have to expose. You have to just go out and close your eyes. And the universe is your sky is not the limit. Is not the limit. Sky is not the limit. Never say die. Nothing is impossible. So take your flight from good to great. I want you to see a video. I don't know where it is gone. I'll just show you 1 second. I'll leave you with that video. Can you see this? Sorry,
Yes,
hello?
ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah, sorry, good. So I want you to be slightly attentive because the English accent is slightly different, but you guys are too intelligent and too good at it. So the crux comes at the end.
Memories from when I was a child. One that's always stuck out to me though was when I was about 10 years old and I was in school and I struggled. And I didn't struggle with English, math, or science. I struggled holding still. And I would try to listen, and focus, and process ideas, but I couldn't help myself. And to be honest, I would sit there and then I would just start tapping. And the students in the class would look at me and they'd say, "Hey, stop tapping." A lot of the time, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then eventually even the teachers got after me and they would yell at me and they'd say, "Clint, you have to stop tapping." It got so bad that I got sent to the principal's office for tapping. And he said to me, "Okay, maybe when you go back to class, just try sitting on your hands." So I did. I went back to class, and when I felt myself starting to tap, I did this. I sat on my hands. And that worked for about 5 seconds. One time I was tapping in class, and my teacher, Mr. Jensen, he looked at me, and he yelled. And he said, "Clint, stay after class." And I thought to myself, this is it. I am done. Now, I've always been the type of person that believes that a single moment in time can change a person's life. And this was one of those moments for me, and I will never forget it. So I was sitting there with Mr. Jensen and an empty classroom. He walked past me and he sat next to his desk and he said, "Clint, come here. I want to talk to you." And as he looked me right in the eye, he said, "No, I need you to know something. You're not in trouble. But I do have just one question that I have to ask you." And he asked, he said, "Have you ever thought about playing the drums?" And in that moment, Mr. Jensen, he leaned back and he opened the top drawer of his desk. And he reached in and he pulled out my very first pair of drumsticks. And he held them in his hands and he looked at me and he said, "Hey, Clint, you're not a problem. I think you're a drummer." From that moment on, I've never put those sticks down. I've toured, recorded, and play drums all over the world. My whole college education was paid for with drumsticks in my hand. Just because of a single moment in time, when somebody believed in me, and he saw something in me that I didn't even see within myself. And from that moment, I learned that there's a difference between being the best in the world and being the best for the world.
So being the best in the world and best being for the world. So the choice, we leave you with this choice. There is always 90-10 principle, which works all the time. 90% of the things are not in our control, but 10% things only are in our control. But 90, what we can do is how we react and what action we take to that 90% which is not in our hand, and bring it in my zone of influence and act on it with positive reinforcement and positive solutions, and be good for the world. And that is when you become from good to great. And that is what I want for all of you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Such an insightful and a motivational words by you, ma'am. As I see the chat box, I can go through some questions that students are curious to know. So the first question is, how can we judge ourselves that whether we are fit to work under someone or work as a leader?
Okay, so that's a very, very interesting question. I have, in my first book, Brain Stilling, I coined a phrase, a term, which I call the lighthouse effect, right? You must have seen Lighthouse. It's on the seashore, and you have it at the airport also, those big lights who show the way to the ships and the airplanes who know the way also, and show the way to those who don't know the way also, right? So what I feel and what I have done, this is the only, tiniest contribution in the world which I have been able to make, is जो भी प्रॉब्लम आती है, कोई भी तरह की सामने, मैंने निर्भय कांड हुआ तो I put everything aside. I was known for my consulting and training strategic, and I put everything aside. I started only working on creating trust between genders. I started on a mission. I launched technical innovations for women's safety across India with my own money and whatever money I had, little bit jo bhi hai. And from IITs and colleges, we had 9 innovations. Just listen carefully what I'm trying to say. And उसमें से एक जो आपने बाद में innovation देखा होगा, pepper spray bracelet. That was innovation done by our students the first time when I had launched India's first international conference at IIT Delhi on gender sensitization through regenerating values. Now came those innovations, the GPS and other mobile. हमारे बच्चों ने जो colleges आपके जैसे DU के बहुत बच्चे थे और IITs के बहुत. Then the second thing which I tried doing was creating value, encouraging and provoking value centers. Every manager, I worked with hundreds of organizations, IITs, IIMs, colleges, schools, just to create trust between genders and make them see how it can be done, right, through my psycho-emotional techniques, through various, right? Then, so they started they got so motivated. And the third approach was they started putting small solutions in their workplace, in their neighborhood, in their families. That a small approach like a stop strategy. If they would not harass, but if they would see also somebody using a bad language or for a woman or a girl or anybody, and they would say, stop. We don't tolerate this kind of behavior now in our organization. So I'm talking about simple self-made strategies, put it into place. which helps other, good for the world, that we are good for the world. And the third approach was I run neem schools under neem trees in slums for underprivileged children to inject value gene in them, 3 to 15-year-old. I was doing it since 2010 for construction workers. Children in Delhi started with them. Today, we have so many thousands of children, students like you, which I call value initiators. They have associated with me in IITs, in IIMs, in colleges. Your Delhi University has almost 9-10 colleges who are doing it, probably more. And then Dalberg University, and then IIT Roorkee, so many. Now, what do we do is in 2 to 3 weeks, we are able to change their through these value in initiatives, which through dance and music and storytelling and painting. We don't tell them this is right, this is wrong. हम भी नहीं सुनते हैं ना, हमने कहाँ सुना अपने माँ बाप की, बड़ों की, किसी की, अगर उन्होंने कहा ये गलत है तो हम नहीं सुनते ना. So unless and until I provoke them and put words in their mouth and actually make them see it, that's why I call my volunteers as value initiators. और फिर वो बच्चे जाके सबको बताते हैं अपने घर में, अपने परिवार में, कम्युनिटी में, देखो हमने ये अच्छा सीखा, ऐसे करो, ऐसे करो. Now they become value multipliers. Now what happens is, उस समय 3 दिन में बिल्कुल I was totally became a zombie after Nirbhay. My students started calling me, says, "Ma'am, हम metro में भी नहीं जा पाते, my parents metro में भी allow नहीं करते." I told the students that day also, कल्पना चावला की वो उन्होंने क्या कहा था कि सितारों के आगे भी जहान है, और हम क्या कर रहे हैं, अब हमारी लड़कियां घर से बाहर भी हम नहीं निकाल पा रहे. So wherever we are going almost 100 steps back, right? So अब ये क्या किया, या तो मैं घर बैठ के बहुत परेशान होती रहती. I became a ball of negative energy. I stopped even contributing to what normal household chores and my training with a passion with me. I just stopped working as an effective individual. So what I did was I jumped into my zone of influence and started taking small steps which would create a multiplier of values, which would be positive, which would be good for the world, with others and the world. And I'm talking about, what am I talking about here? I'm talking about not giving you becoming a leader, but everybody sees you as a leader. You get that lighthouse effect. Everybody starts unconsciously looking up to you. Everybody starts unconsciously following you. They look up to you for solutions. अच्छा वो क्या करेगी ऐसी सिचुएशन? आप समझ रहे हो मैं क्या कह रही हूँ? Did you get your answer?
Yes, ma'am. Very beautifully explained with examples as well. Another question that a student is asking is how to increase acceptance in life, and how can we convert our passion into our work?
पैशन वर्क में करने में क्या बड़ा बात है? जो पैशन है बस उसको आइडेंटिफाई करना है, 360 डिग्री फीडबैक लो और करो उस पे काम, और उसमें देखो फिर आगे तुम क्रिएट करो, नई दूसरों के लिए रोजगार पैदा करो. आजकल तो उस पे जोर है. वाई गो फॉर अ रोजगार, क्रिएट, डू इट. Your passion, I think, if you've understood what your passion is, just get it validated by 360 degree feedback and start working on it. We can talk offline also if you want, whenever, not an issue. और तुमने पहली बात क्या पूछी? How to get accepted?
Acceptance in life, yes, ma'am.
बड़ी मुश्किल है. मुझे भी बहुत परेशानी होती थी शुरू में. मुझे आदत है बिल्कुल, मेरे को बचपन में भी बच्चे बहुत चिढ़ाते थे, बड़ा सत्यवादी हरिश्चंद्र बनती है. I have a habit of always telling the truth. And my nani used to, the best bedside stories जो होती है ना, they influenced me so much that I became, but then you are so intelligent, that एक चीज को कहने के बहुत तरीके होते हैं. तो एक तो तुम हमेशा, मैंने जो तुम्हें 90-10 प्रिंसिपल बताया, 90% of the time the things will not be in favor, the things will be out of your control, but 10% सिर्फ तुम्हारे कंट्रोल में होती हैं चीजें, पर तुम 90% को अपने 100 जो है वो अनकंट्रोलेबल जो है उसको कंट्रोल कैसे कर सकते हो? by your positive attitude. अब छोटी सी एक तुमको एग्जांपल बताती हूँ मैं। ये कहना बहुत आसान होता है, पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, उसको समझना और भी मुश्किल होता है। तो उसका एक बड़ा अच्छा एग्जांपल है, स्टीवन कोवी देता है। Stephen Covey, you must have heard of. He's the world's, I think, I do admire him, very huge management guru in terms of really life skills, which he talks about, which really work. पहली बात तो वो कहता है, carry your own weather. Carry your own weather. बाहर कैसा भी हो, कितनी लड़ाई झगड़ा दंगा गंदा फसाद कुछ भी हो, but if you are a happy person, your sunshine should always be, exuding. You should be exuding sunshine through your face, through your eyes, through your soul, through your emotions, through your expressions, through your body language, and words, of course. Will people accept you? Yes. Take out that 90-10 principle, a video by Stephen Covey, और पर आज जरूर देखना उसको, रात को देखना, बहुत मजा आएगा.
In list to
you will get that answer, what a better answer by 90-10 principle. Zarur se dekho.
Adding to the list of questions, last question a student is asking, how to make own self motivated even when we get negative feedbacks from society.
What I do, I just close my eyes. I have slightly kind of, I won't say perfected, but I have used the technique of visualization so much on almost more than 20,000 people across the world. Countries have invited me for this technique, because in using this technique leads us to zero stress in 3 minutes. It cleans my mental slate with all the negative baggage gone, and then it really escalates my consciousness, my spiritual consciousness, and it connects me to my Anandamay Kosh in just 3 to 5 minutes. नेक्स्ट टाइम तुम्हारा सेशन होगा ना, मैं जरूर कराऊंगी ये विजुअलाइजेशन टेक्निक, और उससे तुम देखो कि तुम्हें, वही मैंने कहा, जो तुमको इससे कनेक्ट करो, कैरी योर ओन वेदर. तो कुछ भी हो रहा है, लेकिन you can still be, you have, because that will bring the belief in your own self, that will bring the belief in what you are doing. If of course, if I'm not doing something right, then the belief will never be there. But if I keep on reinforcing that this is be good for the world, सिर्फ अपने लिए नहीं, जितना ज्यादा उस पे काम करोगे, जो भी काम करो, मूंगफली बेच के भी पैसे कमा लेते हैं लोग. दूसरी तरफ बहुत सारे, इतने सारे ऐसे हैं, जैसे मैंने कहा, why just go for an employment, generate employment, and that too by those means which make more, which is more worthwhile for the world, right? So automatically the acceptance, the self belief, the self confidence will start building. ये कोई पेड़ पे लगी हुई चीज नहीं होती है जिसको हमने कॉन्फिडेंस तोड़ लिया और खा लिया और कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, सेल्फ बिलीफ आ गई, अपने लोग कितना भी मुझे पुट डाउन करें, लेकिन हम होएंगे. देखो, वी आर ऑल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. सम टाइम और द अदर तो मैं भी परेशान हो जाती हूँ, आप सब परेशान होते हैं, हम सब होते हैं, बट मेरी एज में हम कम होते हैं शायद, इसलिए क्योंकि मेरा बेटा नहीं मानेगा ये बात. वो कहता है तुम तो जरा सी चीजें परेशान हो जाती, बट I know that what was I 20 years back and what am I today. We have to evolve, keep evolving as बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं. मैं आपको इतने छोटे से टाइम में क्या क्या बताऊं. बहुत अच्छी अच्छी छोटी छोटी टेक्निक्स हैं. अब जैसे मैंने मुझे there is a center for initiatives of change which was started by the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi ji, right, in Panchgani. And there, we have, they used to invite me for sessions, and उसमें वहाँ पे वो लोग खाड़ी values पे बहुत बढ़िया काम हो रहा है, बहुत बढ़िया काम हो रहा है. और वहाँ पे उन्होंने एक छोटी सी टेक्निक सीखी मैंने उनसे, है कि अगर मान लो सामने वाले एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं हो रही है, या लोग हम जो करना चाह रहे हैं उसमें हमें लोग पुट डाउन कर रहे हैं, तो मैं क्या करूंगी. मेरे 5 कोश हैं, देखो मेरे 5 कोश क्या है. ये फिजिकल बॉडी है, इसको अन्नमय कोश कहते हैं. उसके अंदर जो एयर चलती है उसको प्राणमय कोश कहते हैं. तीसरा है हमारा मन, मनोमय कोश. चौथा जो है वो विज्ञानमय कोश, that is my intellect, right? And the fifth is my Anandamay kosh, that is my pure spirit, my pure self. Now, what happens is, if something like this happens, the external environment, people are putting you down. I've also been discussing one very important technique. I'll just tell you with my students recently, and I've made a video also, put it on Facebook if you want to see it. I am sometimes I do some very silly things and make small videos and put it there, my 1 minute happiness videos, and so you laugh also, but kabhi na kabhi kuch na kuch usme se mil bhi jata hai, to mujhe bhi wapas yaad aa jati hai, refresher to me as well. So wo technique wahan pe jo unhone बताई कि अगर कुछ ऐसी confusion होती है या people you think that अरे लोग क्या कहेंगे, so just visualize, close your eyes and see that your mind and your intellect are standing in front of each other, and just ask your intellect that you are standing in front of your intellect and ask, is this right? Should I do it? Even if there is so much of people are putting me down, and so if intellect will always answer you in yes and no, yes or no. So if the answer comes yes, just go for it. And believe me, 99% of the time, you'll not feel cheated, right? And the more you do it, the better you perfect it, you always tend to take the right decisions. क्या होता है? क्योंकि mind उसमें control में आने लगता है. मन जो है ना, मन वो बहुत चंचल होता है और वो दूसरों को देख के बहुत उछलता है, अरे वो क्या कहेंगे और ये क्या कहेंगे, वो क्या कहेंगे. इंटेलेक्ट से जहां सामने आता है ना, उसकी पिद्दी बोल जाती है. So वो सीधा हो जाता है. ठीक है. अच्छा, और एक टेक्निक मैंने जिस पे मैं अभी रिसेंट वीडियो मैंने बनाया, उसमें मैंने यही मेरे साथ भी बहुत ज्यादा अभी भी होता है. People, I see people putting you down. I see people being negative to you. I see people being jealous of you. So what I do is I'll just close my eyes. And Gautam Buddha की तुमको पहले story सुना दूं, उससे फिर link करूंगी. I call it the Buddha strategy. Just in the last 1 minute, if time permits. If you want me to say it, I'll say it. If you don't want me to say it, I'll shut up. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am, you can definitely share it with us.
Okay, so Buddha strategy something like this. गौतम बुद्ध जो थे वो अपने शिष्य के साथ भिक्षा के लिए जाते थे, because जो भिक्षा में मिलता था उसी पे he used to sustain, right? तो एक दिन जब वो एक भिक्षा मांग रहे थे, तो एक औरत ने दरवाजा खोला, उन्होंने खटखटाया और बड़ी जोर से भड़क गई वो औरत. कहती है, तुम इतने लंबे चौड़े हो, यू आर इतने अच्छे वो हो, देखने हट्टे कट्टे हो, एंड यू आर आस्किंग फॉर आर्म्स. Go and do some work. And she banged the door on his face. So this disciple got very upset. He said, what does she mean? Let me go and sort her out. So Gautam Buddha bole ki kyun bhai? Those are her words. I didn't take them. If somebody is jealous of me, I just close my eyes and I send it back. Please take your jealousy. I don't want it. Seriously, I do this. If somebody puts me down, I'll just close my eyes, visualize, and I'll just give it back. I don't want to be put down. I have my spirits high. I know that my intellect tells me, my Atman tells me this is right. I'm good for the word. I'll do it. Are you able to connect with where I'm coming from?
Yes, ma'am, very beautifully explained. And I think now every student is motivated and will try to put their part into society, even if they are being denied by the society, or they must have the confidence to do everything. Put their short steps to convert their passion into their work, and that will be really helpful for them.
साक्षी, मैं एक चीज और कहना चाहती हूँ, बस एक छोटा सा. अगेन वन मोर मॉडल. तुमने सुना होगा आर्ट ऑफ पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग. ठीक है. मेरा भी एक मॉडल है इन माय फर्स्ट बुक ऑन व्हिच इज मेटाफिजिक्स पे बेस्ड है वो. आई एम नॉट अ फिजिक्स पर्सन, बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर इज, इफ यू वांट टू डू समथिंग गुड, And if you keep thinking about it, keep putting your thinking energies into it, and start acting on it, believe me, the universe starts responding to you in the same way. You get response from all different support from all quarters. So it is not that there will be a few, will always be, हमेशा थोड़े लोग ऐसे होंगे जो तुम्हें put down करेंगे. Are you with me? But point is, if it is, as I said, the last thing was good for the world. So good, how is that good to great ladder? It's like good for the, so it just works. It works. Sorry.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I request Miss Upasna ma'am to take over the virtual mic. And before that, I would like to request the students so that they can switch on their cameras and we can have a group photo and some memories to think upon in future.
Such a wonderful idea.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Wonderful. So should I unpin my video?
Yes, as you wish.
So that everybody's collage will come, right? Is this what you want?
Yes, ma'am. So that we can take a group photograph.
Sure.
I would like Upasna ma'am to take over.
Okay. Thank you, Avleen. Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. It was a really motivating session. Is the group photograph through?
No, matter, everybody has to switch on their videos, and then we have to create a collage. We have to click that square which has,
I think the technical team is taking care of that.
Now it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Locate sir, अपना camera on कर लीजिए.
ज्योति आप भी आ जाओ.
Can I have more pictures actually?
Meenakshi ma'am, if it's possible.
Tanu, I think.
Sorry, Tanu, it's not possible.
Actually, there are so many screens. There are many students, right? So we have almost 8 to 10 screens. So that is why I took a lot of pictures, but I can send it to you. But there are not many students.
Definitely share with us. Yeah. Okay. I take the privilege to extend the vote of thanks. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Department of Economics, Department of Commerce, and BA Program Society, I would like to thank our respected principal, ma'am, distinguished speakers, Mrs. Anu Vareja and Anjali Nigam, ma'am, Dr. Sharada, Dr. Lokesh, faculty members of Economics and Commerce Department, Mrs. Sangeeta and her technical team, the student organizers, and all the participants of this career council, wonderful career counseling session. Both the sessions were very enriching and provided ample guidance to the students. I hope all the students benefited from the session. During Mrs. Anu Bareja's session, you got knowledge about all the career possibilities and opportunities that are available to you students. And she emphasized that earlier you start, better it would be. So it was very good guidance on all the possibilities available to the commerce and the economic students. The session by Mrs. Dr. Anjali Nigam was really brainstorming and very motivating. She guided us to guided all the students to take challenges, identify the opportunities, strengths, and also recognize the social responsibilities. Girls, she has emphasized that identify your strengths and align them with your goals and be continuous learners. With these words of thanks, I conclude today's session, and thanks to everyone once again. Thank you everyone for joining and making this session a great success. Tanu, can we sign off now?
Hanji, Hanji. Thank you so much,
Thank
dear
you,
speakers.
everyone. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sharda
Tanu.
ma'am. Thank you,
It was
Sharda
very,
ma'am.
very well
Anjali.
organized.
Very
Thank you,
precious.
Tanu.
ma'am.
Thank you, Upasna.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am.
Thanks, Tanu. Thanks, Upasna, and everyone. It was really wonderful session.
Yeah, it was
Thank
a
you.
wonderful. I hope
Thank
a lot of participants we had and everybody
Yeah, it was
benefited.
really nice, Upasna.
Yeah,
Thanks a
yeah,
lot.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
Ma'am, we
ma'am.
have attached the feedback form as well. So the participants, you can please take over the form as well and fill it.
Yeah, that is mandatory for getting your certificate, e-certificate. So kindly everyone fill the feedback form, please.
Ma'am, I would also like you to share the feedback with me when possible.
Okay, definitely, ma'am. Definitely. Yeah.
I just love
And
feedback.
we would love to have you back again with all your, to learn all your techniques, which were.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely we'll meet once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So do fill feedback form before leaving. Only then you will be eligible for e-certificate.
I know, I think they are filling the feedback form right now. So
Everyone, you can just copy the link from here and you can paste it in your Google or maybe Safari so that you can access it later as well. Just copy it once. Shikha, you can leave after filling the form. Thank you so much for attending the session as well.
Should we leave, Anshita?
Yes, ma'am, I think everyone has filled the form.
Ma'am, shall I end the meet?
no,
that is-
I think girls are still trying to fill in the form.
Yeah, there are queries also. So if
No, Riddhi, you can.
I think Avneet and
Okay,
Anshika.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we will see to it.
Haji.
Yes, ma'am, we will take care of the queries in the chat
Yeah,
box.
I don't know.